very, very confused. And the reason that I'm confused is because why is everybody complaining about the possibility of going back into work? Simple question. Nothing overly complicated. I'm a C student. Why is everybody complaining about the possibility of going back into work? Have we gotten so spoiled to where we are going to complain whether we got a job or we don't have a job, whether we go to work or we work from home, whether we got a woman or we don't have a woman, whether or not we're live streaming or we dropping videos, whether or not you're black or you white? We live in the most coddled society. Thank you, Uncle Tom. I'm definitely going to read your super chat. We live in the most coddled society that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's no reason whatsoever, based off of what it is that I see communicated on a regular basis. I'm a black man. I'm only 5'7", right? If I go by what it is that I see in both real life and on the internet, if I go by what it is that I see and what I hear is communicated on a regular basis, let me tell you what I'm supposed to be like, right? I'm not supposed to be married, possibly have a baby mama. Certainly am not supposed to be having a kid within wedlock and be married for 19 years. For those of you that are new, I have been married for over 19 years. I'm not supposed to have this Rolex on. I'm not supposed to be driving the cars that I drive. And this is very impromptu. This is not planned. This is just, I don't know what I'm going to say in the morning when I say it. I just know how I'm going to communicate it based off of my experiences. I'm not supposed to have a Benz. Nope. Not supposed to have an S-Class. Certainly not supposed to have a Porsche. Electric take-in? Impossible. I'm supposed to be in prison. I'm supposed to be dead. I'm not supposed to have no money. I'm not supposed to have a bunch of real estate. A tribe? What do you mean you got a tribe? Patreon members? They love you? Wait a minute. Everybody is against black men. I'm supposed to be hated on, sated against, the system, systematic oppression. Somehow it skipped over me and it landed at the next guy or the guy after that. I got lucky. Systematic and oppression skipped over me and it landed on everybody else. I'm not supposed to be rocking with the Alpha Juice Company. I'm not supposed to be riding first class everywhere I go. Everything that I've done, and every time I try to explain how it is that you can be more successful on an individual level, let alone how it is that you can implement it. Thank you, Q. I'm going to read your super chat shortly. People always tell me that I'm lucky or that it's a unicorn situation. My wife is not supposed to be submissive. My daughter is not supposed to not have trauma. She's supposed to be sitting with a therapist all through the rest of her life. In every situation, I'm supposed to be destroyed. Is it like divine order? Is it that I'm just super lucky? Is it that it's a unicorn that's riding my wave or something like that? How is it that I've been able to avoid all of the disastrous situations, even though I'm not the most talented, I'm not the fastest, I can't dunk, I'm not a rapper, I'm not an actor. Somehow I've been able to make it into corporate America. Somehow I've been able to work my way up all the way up into the executive offices in corporate America. I've been able to start businesses. I've been successful in that. I have a lot of real estate. I'm not even supposed to be successful on YouTube. I didn't even want to do YouTube. YouTube was an opportunity for me to vet out and then also document the journey while using it in order to market myself more effectively in corporate America. How is it that I'm able to do all of this? Is everything in my life just circumstantial as far as it me being lucky? No, I'm very, very curious because every single time that I explain to somebody, and usually it only happens when I'm giving out free information. For people that get coaching calls, they then say, Anton, and you've seen it on this show. Y'all see it inside of the Bag Chasers. I show y'all my W-2s. I show y'all my brokerage accounts. I show y'all my bank accounts. I take you through my properties. I show you the land that I buy and all of this other type of stuff. You hear from people that say, hey, Anton, I doubled and tripled my income. Hey, Anton, my relationship is great now. Hey, you a great person to be networking with. I just recently got some government contracts. Is it just us Because now I know that it's not me. Now that I have a tribe, now that I'm rocking with a group of people that's going in the direction that I'm going in, I guess we all just got lucky, and I guess we all just anomalies. Are we like, somebody said elitist? Do we look down on people and then say that you can't do it, or who do you think? I'm so confused. I am very, very confused. But let me tell you what your real problem is before we get into the show. Your real problem is that you're lazy, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're voluntarily ignorant, you don't want to do the thing that's in your best interest, you have no control over yourself, you don't have any self-control, you don't have any dick discipline. People don't like you because you're an asshole to be around in real life, and we're not talking about on the internet. We talking about you're the person that comes into work late every day, skating on by and blaming the white man, even though you don't even know any white people specifically, and you don't even know that the company that you work for is a publicly owned company, meaning that the shareholders are the owners. You have an opportunity to get ownership, but no, you can't get ownership because you too busy trying to go to Tulum on a credit card. You too busy. I got an email yesterday where somebody said, and I swear to God, on my life, I would never say who it is. I'm never going to give the email address or none of that, right? But I got an email yesterday, last night. I get off the plane. I check my email. You know how you get all your notifications when you land in or whatever, when it comes off of airplane mode. And the guy says, Anton, I need you to help me get a debt consolidation loan. I have horrible credit, under 550. I make over $110,000 a year. I need a debt consolidation loan. And so, first of all, I am not a lender for debt consolidation. Secondly, I don't subscribe to the idea of living under duress, so I can't help you. Third, what are you doing making $110,000 a year, but you need a debt consolidation loan? I'll tell you why. You guys are not focused. You go into school, you pick the worst curriculums to be able to study. You try to skate by because you're using college as an opportunity for you to get buzzed down instead of using it as an opportunity in order to propel yourself into something greater. You get outperformed by everybody. And it's not because you're dumb. It's not because you don't know. It's not because you're stupid. It's because you don't apply yourself. You apply yourself to figuring out how it is that you can move that weight. You know every single rap song by heart, but you can't read a book. Your kids are practically stupid because you can't even help them with their 4th grade homework because you're still reading at a 3rd grade level. You can't even read the math problem, let alone do the equation. What's y equals mx plus b? What's rise over run? How do you find the y-intercept? No, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know because this type of math ain't going to even apply to my life. And then you want to come to me for shortcuts. Let me tell you something. When you get a coaching call with me, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. I do not do business over Instagram. I don't do business over TikTok. When you get a coaching session with me, when you reach out to me, I am going to explain something to you very clear. I am an equal accountability smoke giver, meaning that I'm going to congratulate you when you do things good. I'm going to hold you accountable when you do things bad. I am not interested in hearing your excuses, and I will not give you any shortcuts on how you can get to the bag quickly. I am going to give you the blueprint. I am going to lengthen the process for you to be successful in order for you to learn the lessons, because it's important to have character and it's important to be a good person along with actually getting the bag. It's not going to go the way that you think it's going to go. If you think that you're going to coach me on coaching you, don't send me an email. I'm not interested in talking to you. I am not the one. I'm not the one. I need every person that's a part of this live stream right now. I need every person that rock with me. I need every person that tap into the Millionaire Morning Show. I need every person that continues to want to get out of the middle class. Notice I didn't say get out of poverty, because I don't believe in even speaking to people that's in poverty. You're not even in a space to where we can have this conversation. You need to go back to Dave Ramsey, tap into my guy Pocket Watching with JT. He's going to give you the game on how you don't need to be a scammer in order to be successful. And then once you pass the Dave Ramsey level and that they take you through the baby steps of making sure that you pay off your debt first before you start to invest in all of that, then you come over to me and you say, Anton, how is it that we're able to network more effectively in order to make sure that we get to the highest levels in corporate America? Anton, how can I expand my business and how can I make sure that I'm aligning myself with the right people that then put me in a position to get the promotion and I'm not walking in here looking like a fool, smelling like weed, and my hair look like I'm in a Trick Daddy video and then telling them that they need to make sure that they accommodate me because I'm a part of the diversity, inclusion, and equity team. Don't come to me with no BS. I'm not the one. Call me what you want. Call me a coon. Call me a sellout. Make sure you call me rich too. Make sure you call me a unicorn. Make sure you call me successful. Make sure you tell me that I'm married for 20 years successfully, but nobody else can do it, even though I tell you that I have the blueprint on how it is that you can be successfully married. I'm not interested in going forward. If in 2023, and I told y'all going into 2023, if in 2023 you did not do or take the steps necessary in order to prepare yourself, to propel yourself to be successful in this year, and it's already almost March, and you still talking about, I need to get myself together, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and file my taxes. Hey, how do I go in H&R Block or how do I go to Bonquisha's tax service in order to get me some more money? We got a problem. We got a problem. You don't want it. You lazy. You stupid. You dumb. You're ignorant. I'm going to tell you the things that your father should have told you. You're for the streets. Everybody done had it. Don't nobody else want it. You're just a convenience and a throwaway, right? You're not the thing that your father envisioned for you to be when it is that he decided to have you. He might as well have got rid of you before he had you, and you would have been better off, or our society would have been better off, because then we've actually had more people that contributes to the growth of the community instead of taking away from us. You passing around diseases. You got STDs and STIs. You're not honest. Your character is trash. You can't hold a job for longer than 6 months without getting fired. Every job that you have and you still live in your mama's basement, you can't even wait for your parents to be able to die off so you can inherit their stuff and then sell it off, because it's not that black people never had an opportunity to purchase stuff. It's not that black people was never successful. It's not that black people never had ownership. It's that the people that came afterwards then sold off all of their mothers and their grandmother's stuff because they couldn't wait to go out and get some more trees. You a smoker. That's all you do. Your lips is purple. You a dope fiend. You a user. You a lean head. You a coke head. You're nothing. You're a nuisance to the community. You shouldn't even be talking to us about what is best for the black community, because you cannot stay out of jail. You probably should have been to jail because you was going back to the high schools in order to pick up the young girls. Lucky enough, we didn't have social media during that time, because they would have called the police on you and you would have been having them handcuffs and then having the metal bracelets so that we then can put you on the offenders list and know where it is that you are so we can keep you 450 feet away from the school. You are nothing. You're nothing. And as a matter of fact, you so much of a nothing, I feel bad for even wasting my time talking to you. But there's a way. God forgives. God told Anton to forgive. God told Q to forgive, but Q said, I'm not a forgiving type. So I said, okay, Q, well, I gotta make sure that I do the work. It's a way. The first thing that you need to do is come to the conclusion that you are dusty. You need to admit who you are. You need to take accountability and responsibility for who you are. It's nobody else's fault. It's not modern men's fault. It's not modern women's fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's nobody else's fault. It's your fault. Own it. The minute that you start coming to the conclusion that I am a piece of trash, then we can start working with you. But do not a minute before you look in the mirror instead of looking out the window and you start pointing at it and you say, I'm a piece of trash, do you send me an email saying, Anton, I need to book up a piece of your time? Because I'm booked up. I make more time every single day in order to make sure that I take care of the people that actually want to do the work. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time.